Hello, this is John Thompson, the Superintendent of the New Haven Unified School District, and today I am at Delaine Eastin Elementary School, where I'm meeting with one of our teachers, Wini Mendoza, and we're going to be recording the next episode of our 40 Questions With series. So with that, we'll make our way into the office and meet Miss Mendoza. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Easton.
Good afternoon. How are
Office
you?
staff. Hey, all right. One of our tech guys too. This is great.
Hello.
Okay, there's Miss Mendoza. Miss Mendoza, are you ready for?
Ready.
Okay. Why don't we start in the conference room, and then we'll take a walk when we get to the rapid fire part of the process. All right. Well, thanks for agreeing to do this.
For sure.
And you're someone that knows a lot about our district. You've been here for a while. You started as a student. So why don't we start with that? Where did you go to school and how did you end up being a teacher here at Easton?
Okay. So I have been in this district K-12 and I started at Cyril's. I was a Cyril's unicorn. And then I moved to Hillview Crest. My mom and my grandma raised me, so we were always moving around. And I went there. I went to what's now Cesar Chavez, which was New Haven Middle School, and then Logan. And so I've been here forever. And I went to Cal State Hayward, and then I thought I was a business major, and they said, you haven't taken all of your math classes. And when they they scroll down all the classes, I was like, okay, I'm not sure I want to do this anymore. And so the counselor asked me if I was interested in being a teacher because of the choice of classes that I took. And then he was like, can I suggest that you go into a classroom and you just volunteer, go visit classes and see what it feels like. And then I went into a first grade class and I was like, I love this. It was so cool. I had no idea I was going to be a teacher.
All right.
So that's
Did you end up did you do your student teaching here, or how did you end up back at
yeah. So when I went to Cal State Hayward, there was a partnership program with Cal State Hayward and New Haven at the time. And so I got into a partnership program. It was very, very nice. And I feel like because I grew up here, they were like, well, this is our own coming back. Right. And so I was able to land a internship, which was really nice because I got to work at Cyril's. And when my partner teacher was pregnant, I took over a class. Right. So I had like a year under my belt, half of the year under my belt.
Wow.
So
that's how it all began.
That's where it all started, at Cyril's.
So clearly you went to college not thinking about being a teacher. What did you want to do before you were a teacher?
I think I didn't really know in high school. And I was like, I'm going to go to college because I need a degree and I want to be the boss somewhere. That's all I said. When I was a kid, probably, like, my mom's like, do you want to be an actress, a singer, a dancer, like all these different things. And I was like, whatever, not really. But I think boss somewhere was funny that I thought I wanted to do that. So I think I tried to declare like a business major. Okay. And it didn't happen.
So it sounds like growing up, you knew you wanted to be the boss, but that was other than that, or did you have another when you were growing up?
That was it. Yeah. Okay. I think, I really didn't know. I wasn't a kid saying like, hey, I'm going to be a doctor or a nurse. I never knew like what I wanted to be.
I think that's pretty more common than, at least once the kids realize they're not going to be a pro basketball player or something.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that.
All right. Well, as a teacher, what's one thing that we'll make it up to your classroom that you always want to have on your desk?
One thing I always have on my desk is anything Hello Kitty, or Sanrio. So you'll see kids are always giving me anything, like my lanyards, Hello Kitty, my keychain, like everything I own, Post-its, scissors, tape, anything, Sanrio.
Okay.
You'll see it.
All right. Well, that's good to know. We'll go check that out. How about your students? What's something funny, or maybe the funniest thing a student's ever said to you?
Most recently, I got these Google Memories, and it was showing me and kids trying to do cartwheels, and I can't for the life of me, I can't cartwheel. And I think one student was doing back handsprings and she wanted to show me, and one of my students looked at me and she was like, Miss Mendoza, she's like, my body doesn't do that. And I was like, my body doesn't do that either. And so I thought that was so funny, the way she framed,
Right.
her statement. But I was like, me too, boo-boo.
That's good. All right. How about your favorite grade? What grade do you like to teach, if you could pick one?
When I first started, I loved third grade so much. It was 20-1, and I just loved the grade so much. And then when class size reduction was gone, it got really difficult.
Right.
And so I think fourth grade has been my sweet spot, and since I left third grade.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. If you weren't a teacher now, what do you think you'd be doing?
I thought about that earlier, and I was like, maybe I think like owning like a nice piece of like land and planning parties. I saw something where, because we were talking about how like I could put things together fast. And so if I owned a space where I could host parties for families and friends and create moments, I think I would want to do something like that.
All right. That sounds fun. What about the best part about being a teacher?
I think the best part of being a teacher for me is really all of the connections I've made with families, students, friends. A lot of my family is from the area. I've had nieces, nephews, family friends, my own kids be here. And so I think the best part is really just showing up for kids and making sure they have somebody who loves and adores them, and they come to school and see somebody who cares about them.
All right. Well, I've been a teacher, and I know it is not easy all the time, and it's difficult a lot. What is the most difficult part about being a teacher?
I think because of the really great connections I've made with people, probably the real life things that happen as well, like just awful things, right? Just like health situations, like losing people, different things like that has been really, really tough on me as a teacher, because I'm so connected to kids and families. I think that's really just kind of given me a different like lens and some different like armor as a human being, like dealing with that with children.
That is tough. You have a new adopted family every year. And,
right.
Well, how about this? Finish this sentence. Teaching at Eastin is?
Teaching at Eastin is just like home for me, because I've been here for a good like 24 years. So teaching at Eastin, it's like home. It's a fun place. It's a fun place where like families, students, and teachers come together and learn and grow together.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we go see some Hello Kitty stuff on your
Okay.
desk? And while we're walking towards your classroom, I'll ask you some other questions, just kind of quick response questions.
Sure.
All right. So as we're heading out, coffee, tea, or chaos?
Chaos.
It would be chaos for me.
It would be chaos if I didn't have coffee.
Yeah. Okay. I'm the same way. Chinese food or Mexican food?
Right now, Mexican food.
Okay. And favorite classroom supply?
Flare pens. Flare pens.
What are those?
I'll show you. You'll see.
Okay, we'll see Hello Kitty stuff and flare pens.
Flare pens and a Hello Kitty cup.
All right. How about your least favorite food? Hello, how you doing? Got you on film.
My least favorite food would be, like, I have a very low spice tolerance, so probably spicy food.
Spicy food.
Yeah.
All right. How you doing today?
Hey.
Got you on film. Sorry. Nice to see you too. All right. Mine would probably be Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts? Ah.
But this isn't. We're not asking my preferences here. How about favorite place to eat in Union City?
Favorite place to eat? So one of my favorite hole in the walls is called Toppings 2, and it's a Filipino restaurant, and it feels like it's your Filipino grandma's kitchen. So it's one of my favorite places.
Oh, that sounds really good. Okay. What are you currently watching or streaming?
Okay. So my son and I are watching Abbott Elementary. Have you seen it?
I've heard about it. No, I have to watch that one.
It's really funny.
Not too close to home. I just take it. All right. Last book you read?
It's Filipino history, a Filipino American History Month right now. So I've been reading all of my friends' published books from Bayani Art, and so like Gabriela Silang, Lapu Lapu, all the Filipino freedom fighters.
Well,
Welcome to my class.
All right. Look at that. Well, I didn't plan this way, but it is Filipino Heritage
Yeah.
History Month, and we are having our big event on Saturday over
Right.
at IVCMS. That's perfectly timed. I didn't realize that you were connected that way, so that's great.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see some Hello Kitty stuff here.
Okay, so
Oh, you weren't kidding.
I'll show you what flare pens are.
Okay, and the flare pin. This is
So
good for me
these
to
are
know.
what flare pens are. These are a teacher's
Oh,
favorite.
Yeah.
So I keep them in my nice Hello Kitty glass mug.
Okay.
One of my teacher friends, Jen Freeman, gifted me this one time, and so we always have them
Okay.
on hand when we're planning.
Well, I learned something new today. A flare pin. That's great. All right, so let's see. Where were we here? On your way to work, what's playing on your radio, your car radio, or car stereo, whatever they call them these
Okay.
days?
On my way to work, I think right now I went to 2 concerts this year with my kids, and it's Leve and the Marias.
Okay.
So I love kind of moody, dreamy music, so that's what I'm listening to
All
right
right.
now.
I don't know either of those. I'll have to
You have to
I
look it
might
up.
learn something new again. All right, how about the number of times you hit snooze on the alarm in the morning?
I'm probably notorious for being late, so probably one
Okay.
right now. Once.
Superpower you want to have?
Superpower, I would want healing power.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
How about a secret talent?
Secret talent, probably when I became a mom, all the things I know how to do, like my daughter was a theater kid, all of a sudden I know how to sew. My kids do fundraisers, and at home we're a cake pop factory, so like I just will get things together when my kids need it. And so I think that would be a secret thing that
Okay.
I'm really good at.
That sounds, yeah, that's a talent for sure. How about a guilty pleasure snack?
Chips,
Dream car?
Porsche.
Favorite band or type of music?
Some tickets went on sale for the No Doubt concert at the Sphere in Las Vegas. So they've always been a group I really loved.
All right, going old school there. I like that. How about favorite hobby?
Okay, so recently, like opening blind boxes because they're just funny and they bring joy. So like these are like La Boo Boos, La Foo Foos, and different things. And I brought you one because my son and I were just opening these dream jobs, and we got 3 of them. And so since you're the leader of our school, we'll give you the captain one.
Okay.
So
Well,
got your
thank
first
you.
blind box.
All right. Yes, this is definitely the first one. Look at that. There he is. All right. Let's see. So, country you want to visit?
I'm also a Disney mom, so probably any of the countries that have Disney, like Tokyo Disney, like
Paris.
Disney. Yeah,
Right.
I would want to go to
That's
one
a
of
fun
those.
way to see different countries. Cruising or camping?
Probably, I'm not a camper. Maybe cruise because there's a Disney cruise.
Right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Sand or snow?
Sand.
Who would play you in a movie about your life? And I know the answer to this. There is an employee here who has labeled you as Jessica Alba.
Oh my God. Okay,
So
that's embarrassing. But
We're gonna go with Jessica Alba unless you have another one because I heard this on the way in already.
okay.
Was that all right?
That's fine.
Okay. Most adventurous thing you have ever done?
Most recently, this year, or it might have been sometime last year, we spent Mother's Day in the city. So we parked somewhere and we went around town in a Waymo. And I just was frightened for life. I wasn't ready for all that driverless, car driving. And so that was quite an adventure because every time we stopped, I was like, I need to get out because I don't know. I felt trapped. I felt unsafe. But, it's a new thing. So it was fun to experience with my family, but it was quite frightening for me.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I've been wondering about that. I've never done that myself. So
Yeah, you should try and see how you feel.
Yeah. All right, if you could be one, singer, athlete, or actor?
Singer, I think music affects me in so many different ways, and I could karaoke sing, but I watch people on stage, and so if I had that, I would probably want to be a singer.
All right. One thing people don't know about you?
One thing people don't know about me, most recently I've been kind of sharing this. like kind of the spiritual side of me. I operate on signs and wonders, and I feel like that helps me make good decisions as an adult, and I think manifesting things. And so when I really get to know you, I'll tell you some stories, because I think it's just I operate that way in my life, and I feel like I get peace and I get answers from that.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your I can't believe I did that moment? You had the Waymo moment. Is there another I can't believe I did that
It's that
moment?
Waymo, yeah. Waymo, and maybe even just like the 4 or 5 combo. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
It's fun to have 2 age groups in here, and I love that piece of it. But the curriculum, definitely, it's hard every day,
Right.
balancing the 2. So I can't believe I'm doing this right now.
All right. How about 3 things you can't live without?
Coffee in the morning, my kids, and I guess my family, friends, and my Sanrio things.
All right. I was going to say, there's maybe some of these things. Best advice you would give your teenage self?
I think that it's not that serious. Stay in class. Don't miss class. Do your best. And just don't, what people think of you is not who you are, like you're good enough. And I think, getting over that piece and knowing you're going to get through no matter what is some good advice I'd give myself as a teenager.
That's just great general advice. All right, if you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be?
Switch lives. Somebody who can afford to be on vacation every day.
That sounds pretty good. One thing you would want a new student to know about our district?
I think since I grew up here, one thing I would share is that New Haven is a place where there's lots of community, and I think whether or not you've stayed or you've left, you can always come back, and it's going to feel like home. You're going to find somebody in Union City who you knew or you grew up with, your former teachers, and just people in the area. So I think I would want families to know, this is a great place where you can build community.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, in closing, is there anything you would want to say to our students, families, and staff here?
I just would like to say that, again, this is a great place for kids to grow up. I think that, again, I mentioned earlier, I'm a mom now. I'm an auntie. I'm your favorite auntie who's always going to take selfies. And I think what I would like to say to families is just thank you for, creating a great community where teachers, families, and students can come together and learn and grow and just have fun together in this school district.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you very much again for agreeing to do this. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.